Table fans. Today we're going to take a look at a model for Dungeons & Dragons, a Demogorgon. Many of you will remember that guy from the very first Monster Manual. One of the Lords of the Abyss. He's got like double baboon heads and these tentacle arms, you know, huge. So anyway, but sometimes we don't get the, there's like miscasts or missing pieces in kits. So we usually just fix it because we have tons of bits, and I just want to take you along for the journey and show you how the process looks. So Curtis, how's it going? So show us the kit.
So it's a pretty enormous kit here. It's supported up like this.
Look at this. This is like a 6-inch base. Look at that. It's a lot of detailing in there.
Yeah, it's a really cool base.
Handy? Where's the box?
Yeah.
Okay, great. There you go. So D&D Collector Series. All right, so he didn't have his tail.
Yep.
Okay.
It was missing.
So what did we find?
We found this cool thing, and if we shave off the edges here, it'll be perfect.
So how does this go? Like, where's his butt? Where does the tail like come out of?
So it'll be coming out right around here. So that'll have to be sculpted a little bit to make a little faux pelvis.
But like, if you look at the textures on this guy,
yeah,
you know, that's what he looks like.
Yeah, it's almost a solid match.
So the tail needs to be about the size of these tentacles.
And if you look, it's like the perfect proportion.
Yeah, so, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, and so they always have like a barbed stinger on there. So we've got some cool Tyranid bits here that are, I think, even cooler than the original tail.
Oh, absolutely. Like any one of these would be exceptional.
Yeah, lots of options. So I think it'll end up looking probably cooler than it did originally.
Yeah, now we found this head for a Dark Elf Charybdis from Games Workshop, but really it doesn't have the right textures, and it's really not big enough. It would be kind of stumpy.
Yeah.
You know, now this Trigon tail would work, and certainly have the right sort of length, you know, maybe curve around. But it normally lays flat on the base like that. So you end up with this sort of open thing.
Yeah, this guy will be standing up almost 3 inches above the base. So
the solution we talked about there was to roll out a snake of green stuff, you know, put it in and sculpt it, and then, you know, add some segments to it, and then get the stinger on top of that. Go ahead. So what about this one?
So with this one, shaving off the fins, like I said, the textures.
How far up would you go with this? Would you make are you going to make it like that long?
Yeah, well, I'll have to see once I put the rest of the model together, just to make sure the proportions look good. So,
well, you've got enough tail there.
Yeah, I definitely have enough to work with. And then the end is already ready to go for some green stuff to model a stinger around on there. And do some of the little segments on the tail to get it to match up kind of seamlessly on that.
Right. Well, let's hold that up against the barb that we are looking at. Right. That actually fits really nicely.
Yeah, it looks perfect.
That's great. I mean, yeah, you'll have to putty in this little hole here.
Oh, yeah, that's nothing.
Yeah, that's easy. Well, lastly, I just want you to look at these baboon heads. This is a great fig. I love this. I mean, just amazing.
I like how dynamic it is with the base, because you don't see a lot of models interacting with the base like right out of the kit, but it's supported with one arm, you know, ripping this out, and it already looks like it's kind of tore through the other side, and that's where all the pieces are. So you don't see that too often, which I think is pretty cool. The other arm coming out like this. So yeah, really cool set.
Yeah, I'm so impressed by this kit. Did a great job. Limited to 1,500, so I bet this is hard to find too. All right, hey, thanks a lot, Curtis. You're doing a good job, and I just am very impressed.
Thanks.
One last note, sometimes I start chewing gum and I forget that I'm still chewing it when I'm making videos, so if you hear me like smacking in the background, my many apologies for that. So thanks for tuning in, and there's something new to see every day.